Hi, YouTube. Brick Smith. There's Kevin. There
Hello.
he is. By the way, I don't know if you noticed it or not. Kevin has a blue shirt on. I have my red shirt on. Not that that means anything at all. It's just what we're doing. We didn't plan it. You have no idea. I don't even know, in stuff.
Wouldn't
So,
that only be a thing if we were wearing the same shirt?
see, but red and blue is like, it's,
Okay, all right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got, it's a political thing.
Oh, okay.
It's also a YouTube video series, Red versus Blue.
I guess you're right. I didn't even think of it that way.
In every aspect of the world, red and blue go together, but sometimes in a combative sort of way.
Gotcha.
No, I'm not saying that we have any affiliations to the color shirt that represent the parties in which they're accustomed.
Now we do. Now it's sort of in direct response. We are now fully affiliated with
Absolutely not. But I think it's fun that we did it because I don't keep up enough politically speaking to know which one is which.
Nice.
And I'm not asking you to put it in the comments below, folks. This guy, he's got 2 thumbs and only cares about Lego.
Bam. I love those bricks.
Woohoo! Thank you, sir. So as we last joined Kevin in his we jumped back and went backwards in time. We're going back in time to the Colorado Mills, Colorado outlet store,
The outlet.
where we met some brick linkers and other said people. A brick link seller.
Yep.
And a brick and mortar store owner in Canada.
Yes, Canada.
Canada.
Indeed.
Indeed. So I don't remember what we asked in the questions in the comments to put down in the last episode. I think we told Kevin to shut up.
Did we? We probably did.
We did tell Kevin to shut up because he sorts too loudly.
I'm sorry.
You see, here's the thing. I enjoy being around Kevin and having, but I feel like Kevin might have a couple of flaws, and I'm going to make sure that Kevin knows that I feel like those are his flaws. One being ripping minifigures apart. It's bad enough that I keep them in a bag where they can't breathe. Kevin mutilates them.
I do.
There's nothing. There's nothing left. And
Nope.
then the other. By the way, Kevin, I got you on the big screen.
Cool. I'll stop looking down.
Yeah, right. And then the other thing that Kevin does is he sorts too loud when we're trying to talk.
It's the only time I sort.
Yeah, well, whatever. He's forever sorting.
Forever.
So the title doesn't mean what you're doing.
Right.
All right. So instead of a little bit behind the curtain on our end over here during the recordings of these shows, we sit here and we go and we record 2 shows usually at a time. And we just recorded the episode 14, the flashback, and now we're recording episode 15. But here's the trick: normally we have a little chat session before I hit the live button, and this time I asked Kevin, and he started to say something, and then I said, "Forget it, let's just hit the button."
Nice.
So I don't know if we're going forward, if we're doing Q&A. I don't know what this episode is. So this may be episode 15, question mark. That may be the title of it.
So welcome back, everybody.
oh, one more thing, Kevin, before we get into it for realsies.
Go ahead.
I was talking, or I was doing some secret stuff in a post show the other night. It was actually technically last night. And somebody literally said to me in face to face, they said, you know what the best part of y'all show is? And I was like, what's that? He said that y'all are genuinely having a good time.
Nice.
Yes. You were doing something with tires.
Who are you?
What is this?
Where are we?
What happened?
You, boy, what day is it? It's Christmas Day, sir. That's good. I'm happy to hear that.
I missed it. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, exactly. We're just going to keep going. Today's episode is an entire retelling of A Christmas Carol.
God bless Dickens.
So, yeah. Hey,
We're gonna have to do special episodes for Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know that, right?
Hey guys, remember you gotta love those bricks. We'll see.
And we're out. Peace. Click.
Oh man. Well, hey guys, once again, thanks for joining us, coming back, listening to us go on and on. A lot of me with a dash of Bricksmith.
Which is literally, folks, literally all anybody really can take. That's
I know.
So little. That's why we let this guy do the most talking, and this guy do a little bit. Anyway, sorry.
It's like a nice recipe. It's like a nice recipe.
It is.
So
here you go, a little bit of Bricksmith.
Nice. So just before we dive into it, quick reminder: if you guys have any interest in following me, I'm on all social media platforms at Mr. Kevin Hinkle. I happen to be a freelance artist, and I do illustration, graphic design, and I build with Lego. And that account, if you want to just follow my work, is Mr. Hinkle Draws, and that's on all social media platforms. And last but not least, I own and operate a comic series I make for Lego fans called Bricks in the Middle. Hopefully you find it funny. And you can find that on bricksinthemiddle.com or BITM Comics on social media, or printed in Brick Journal magazine.
Whoop, whoop.
So there you go. So we're up to date. Yeah. We're here. And what I thought we could do is finish from several weeks ago, if not months ago, our Q&A special.
You realize this is episode 15, and that's not counting the special episodes. That's not.
I do.
First QA.
Isn't that crazy?
And counting the photographs at Colorado Mills.
Yeah.
That's not counting the Brick Fair episode.
That's pretty wild.
Is the flashback going to have a number, or is it just going to be a flashback?
It should probably be flashback.
Okay, so this is episode 14, everybody. Welcome.
But so this is also because the Q&A was special also.
And this isn't. We have no. Okay.
We call this the double special.
The what?
The double special.
The double special.
Double special. So several weeks ago, we asked for questions. I also did a thing on Instagram just opening up for any kind of questions, and we answered about half of them. There was a bunch of other ones that we didn't get to because I like to talk. We went too far.
I got to answer the questions too. Before.
You did, and I enjoy that, and I'd like to do that again.
Okay, are you going to let me? I was about to say, are you going to say, please have some more?
I'm going to allow you. I'm going to allow it. So hopefully I'm also going to rely on my partner in crime here to remind me if we've already done a question or not, because we have it in this.
Go through some of them. I think we should.
Okay, so the very first question I have in here, which I'm pretty confident.
Right into it,
we're getting ready to go in. We're going in.
Ding ding, folks.
We're going in. I don't remember answering this last time, but Brick Builder Tiefel on Instagram asked me, "How old am I?" Did we? I don't think we answered that last time.
Remember, maybe we did. I don't know. You're older now, though, aren't you?
I'm older, but not same age. So, my birthday is actually the day before Christmas.
Loser.
I'm sorry.
Double down on the presents. You only get one group of presents, Kevin.
You know how truthful that is. So yes. So my birthday is pretty easy to remember because it only happens at the end of the year every year. So, but I am 32.
Oh, baby, good Lord. That's how old I was when I started dating my second wife.
Boom. Boom.
There you go. I am not 32. I'm putting this on free flow since you're asking questions.
Yep. Good idea.
I'm Brick Smith, and I am every bit of 40 going on 70.
Okay. Hey, when is your birthday?
I got a little something. I say I was gonna put it on free flow, but I ended up just putting me on the big screen. My bad. All right, there we go.
There we go. We're flowing.
There we are. So my birthday is March 7th. Now my sister's, who is 6 years older than me, hers is on March 11th. So What did my wife and I decide to do? My son's is on March 9th.
Nice. Good job.
So what we've decided, what I've decided is I have an annual thing that I do with Emily that is special for me and Emily, and we do it every year about approximately the same time of year. And I've decided, my wife's like, you need to have something with Alex as well. And I said, you know what? You're right. And so what I have decided is that on March 8th is a national holiday, and me and Alex don't have to do nothing.
I love it.
We're going to do it together. Like, let's go fishing. Let's go to New York. Let's go out to eat. It's going to be Bro Down Day, the official start of whatever.
You can't go to New York and not tell me.
Oh no, I'll totally tell you, and we can hang out. No, that's fine. I don't think
because I could do that. I mean, that's only 3 hours for me.
I think what I'll just do is bring him to Connecticut and then call you when I get there.
You could do that.
Shout out.
like do that when you're at driving down my street. It's just like, hey, you busy?
Hey, what are you doing today?
What are you doing right now? All right, cool.
I can see you cutting the grass. Stop it.
Do you have an official name for your national holiday?
It's going to be the Bro Down Day.
Bro Down Day?
Bro Down Day. Because if you guys are not aware, Alex usually is here on Monday mornings, and we have what is our bro down or bonding time, because that's when Alex can focus on dad, we have a good time.
So when you've got no competition,
zero,
that's what we're saying.
When nobody's around, Alex hangs out with me, likes to hang out with me.
I like it.
If there's anybody else, I'm second, third, fourth, and fifth fiddle.
But the fiddle is such a beautiful instrument. Cool. All right. Thank you for that question.
The official Bro Down Day will start on March 8th of next year. So you have, as the official coordinator of the Bro Down Day,
put it in the calendar.
Anybody that's listening right now, you have my permission to take the day off of work and or school and do whatever. And literally, this is and I know we don't get this a little crazy. You do whatever the hell you want.
I can already imagine in my head somebody who's working at like a fast food place or something, and they give their boss this note, and they go, "Who's Dr. Smith?"
There you go.
That's my doctor.
Yep.
And he says it's National Bro Down Day. So
Bro Down Day.
Sorry, can't work today.
And pending. So
can't work today. Sorry, can't work today.
Yep.
So cool.
So awesome. Yeah, pretty much it's like a Father's Day in March.
Nice. I like it. I can dig it.
Yeah. So I want to see pictures. If you do something with your kid, your boy, or child on March 8th, go for it. It's Bro Down Day. Get together, dads. Let's do this. Let's make a new holiday.
Cool. All right. So thank you for that question, Brick Builder Tifol. I'm assuming Brick Builder Tifol is a Tifol, so he's probably a teenager.
Yeah.
More than likely. So
how old is he?
Yeah, exactly.
Brick Builder Tifol, how old are you?
Yeah, there you go. Make sure you get your parents' permission before you answer that question.
I do love how some of the Tifols are like, I don't want to tell you how old I am. But your name, we know you're a teenager.
We know you're a teenager.
Well, actually, that may be the 11 or 12-year-olds that are doing that.
Could be.
That's why they won't tell us. Or the 20-year-olds that are like, I forgot to take it off.
Love it. All right. So the next question we have is from Demos Lego. I think that's how you pronounce that. And this question is, why do you do the job that you do and not something else? I feel like that is a Dr. Seuss lyric. Like it's like right before, I feel like it's it's like right, no, I mean, it's a good question. I just feel like the way it's written kind of gives me this rhythmic, kind of poetic.
Kind of cadence.
Exactly. So why do you do what you do and not something else? So for me, for those of you that have been listening to this wonderful program for a couple months now,
200 years.
You should probably be aware that I used to work for this company that makes plastic construction toys. And I did that for 12 years of my life.
Mega Blocks, right?
That's the one. So for 12 years, I worked for Lego. And as of December 5th, 2017, I no longer worked for Lego. So what I do now is I'm a freelance artist. And the reason why I do that and not something else, well, first of all, it was not really my decision. It was kind of something that was thrust upon me, as destiny usually is.
And you're gonna have to wait till the last episode of this to get the full. Yeah.
To the very end. People have been hanging on. It'll be like watching a series of Lost. Like get to that payoff at the end, and then I say everything I've said over the last several months was a dream.
There you go.
There it is. So, but I actually, as I've mentioned in the show, I studied art my whole life. I've been.
I don't know who Art is, but if he doesn't mind you getting studying,
I think he's okay with it.
Okay, Art's cool with it.
Exactly. So I enjoy creating. I enjoy creating drawings. I enjoy creating animation. I enjoy creating with Lego, and so I would love to be paid and support my family with that. So I kind of reverted back to being an artist, a freelance artist after my career at Lego ended. So that's why I do that, and I don't do something else. The reason why I haven't just immediately grabbed my suitcase and run to the next company is I kind of don't want to. I've spent a long time, many years, following a pretty regimented schedule. Whether that's the retail environment or the corporate environment, both of them have their demands on time and sacrifices, and very regimented. And 12 years is a long time. And so when you kind of have a break from that, I'm not exactly anxious to dive right back into another environment such as that. Does it mean I will never pursue something at a different company? No, doesn't mean that. I could potentially look into it. It all kind of depends on if the bills are being paid and the kids are being fed. But if I could continue on this path of just being a successful artist and sharing content with you guys and making enough money to live, then I would be happy doing that forever. But that's why I do what I do and not something else.
Nice. As like Kevin, I had quite the long stay at a company. I worked for the Department of Juvenile Justice for the state of Florida from 2001 to 2016. Unlike Kevin, I told them they could kiss my butt, which was very, very nice and vindicating. Now I work for a nonprofit who has a contract with the Department of Juvenile Justice and the state of Florida. It's totally different. It's a different atmosphere. It's literally the same job with the same children in the same town. But it is a whole lot less everything.
Nice.
And I've been doing that for 2 years. December will be my 2-year anniversary.
Are you happy?
I'm as happy as I can be to do the job that has no tangible reward at the end of the day other than monetary.
Sure, I get you.
You can't, because these same kids keep offending and breaking the law, and as best as I can tell them how I would like them to behave or what's best for them, they are teenagers, and most of them don't listen, and the ones that do you never see again to see that they're doing better.
Yeah.
Here locally, though, if I'm walking around, say, Publix or Walmart or Target, and I hear, "Hey, Mr. Smith," I just hang my head and just go, "That's one of my kids."
There you go. I love it.
So there you go. Juvenile corrections officer, specifically.
Nice.
Would I do anything else? Yes. I would love to be a stay-at-home dad. Or even work for one of the aftermarket building companies that deal with Lego. I would love to do any of that stuff. I don't think I would be very good at the creative aspect of it, but I definitely could build kits.
Okay, nice. All right.
That's my preference. I also would just like to have the world's longest beard. But anyway.
The world's long. Okay, I love it. There's the twist ending. That's your M. Night Shyamalan twist ending.
There it is, right?
The world's longest beard. So thank you for that question, Demos Lego.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one comes from MC Survival Man. And
I wonder what the MC stands for.
I don't know. If you're watching this, MC Survival Man, you need to tell us what MC stands for.
Kevin, I was joking.
What does it stand for? Do you know what it stands for?
Yes, Minecraft.
All right, everybody, remember, you gotta love those bricks.
Bye.
Does it really? Is that what that means?
Yeah. That's
Oh, yeah.
that's the Minecraft survival game. Survival is a big deal nowadays in the
Okay.
gaming world. I know that you.
I don't play Minecraft.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is, people. I'm sorry.
You to play Fortnite as well, Fortnite or PUBG. Those are all big old like battle royale survival. Those are the that's where gaming's going today.
I apologize for my ignorance.
That's all right, Kevin. We still love you.
Okay, cool. So
Sorry.
that's fine. That's fine. So his question is, what parts would you like to see on the Pick-a-Brick wall? So obviously, Pick-a-Brick walls in the Lego stores is the question. So for me, for anyone that follows my work, I do a lot of stuff like that. I do a lot of mosaic things that relies very heavily on 1x1 plates in different colors. So if I happen to see that in a Lego store, I usually will buy a cup of 1x1 plates in different colors. That's very selfish of me to be like, I just want 1x1 plates of all colors on the wall.
Oh, fine.
But that is something I would like to see. I would be remiss if I did not say for my friend Reed, who tells me every chance he can, 1x2 clear plates need to be on the Pick-a-Brick wall so that Reed can continue building up his awesome Hope Castle. So if I had a wish, honestly, if I was told I could make a request and it would absolutely be on that wall, I would probably use it to get him his 1x2 clear plates.
There you go.
But I can't really think of anything else.
Just call customer service.
You could, you could do that. I mean, it wouldn't be
enough people call. They're going to change it.
It wouldn't be as cheap to buy it through the bricks and pieces.
Yeah.
Which you can do. I mean, they sell them by the part there, as opposed to the cup. But yeah, that's probably what I would like to see. How about you?
I don't as much care for to have a specific part on the wall, but what I want is the stuff that has. I like the bricks and clicks type of deal.
That is an awesome new name for a show. Nobody steal that. Go purchase bricksandclicks.com right now.
Somebody already I have a friend that owns Pink Bucket Nation. Just so everybody's wondering, pinkpackage.com is actually a thing. Anyway, sorry. That was me promoting my own thing. But it's the parts that you see up there that only have one way to connect. I want the most versatile, useful pieces we can get.
You know what would be something that I remember being a thing is 2x4 bricks. Like people actually really like, a lot of people want 2x4 bricks on the wall, and they're not often on the wall.
Yes. I got, when I went to Philly 2017, what year?
That was a wonderful combination of years you just spewed out. When I went in 2017,
11, 79, in 2018, did it again. 2018, went to Philly, grabbed all the tan 2x4 bricks I could get. We were at the Discovery Center.
Yeah, I think they're better at having more basic parts than the Lego store.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
is that an outlet store? Is that just an outlet store nowadays? Is that classified as an outlet store, Kevin?
No, I mean it's totally owned and operated by Merlin as opposed to Lego. So they would kind of be like in the Lego system, they would kind of be like a Target. Like they're buying their product from Lego and then they're selling it. And so there's some kind of arrangement with the Pick-a-Brick because it's not Lego, it's a different entity. Okay. But it's not. I wouldn't put it as an outlet, really.
So the people that work at the Discovery Center, are they Lego employees or Merlin employees?
They are employees of Merlin Entertainment. They do not work for the Lego Group.
I don't know if I can deal with this.
There was also a little bit of a controversy one day. A couple years ago when the Legoland Discovery Center started really kind of amping up, and there was a focus on having a master builder in all of the locations.
Right.
And Lego was a little perturbed by that because they said that was a Lego term, not a Merlin term. You can't have a master builder work for Merlin. You can only have master builders work for Lego. And so that was a little bit of an argument, I remember, for a while. Eventually, they did settle that argument somehow because they still have Lego master builders at Discovery Centers. And I don't know what the outcome was, but I was in meetings where there were people that were not happy with that. So I don't know.
So maybe this is a question for another time. All right, moving on.
Moving on. All right. So thank you for that question, MC Survival Man, MC Minecraft. So the next question is from Balamamanam.
Do 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 do.
Balamanam.
Do 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 do.
Balamanam.
Do do.
Okay. So that's pretty good.
That's great.
So that the question from Balamanam is, how much Bionicle do you have? So I actually have a lot of Bionicle. Believe it or not, it's nowhere near me. I can't get it. I can't retrieve it. I can't show it. And the reason is that I don't typically build a lot with Bionicle or construction elements, but my son, my oldest son, who is 17, he does. So kind of the big Stairlight bins that everyone knows. I think we have maybe 5 of those filled with Bionicle parts. And he has all of those in his room upstairs. So he builds a lot with those. But I have a lot of Bionicle stuff, mostly through gifts from colleagues over the years, because a lot of folks at Lego that I interacted with didn't really like Bionicle that much. So
sure, you got it all.
So they would give them to me because they knew that my son liked them and I could take them home. So I actually do have a fair amount of Bionicle. And I do like to build construction sets, like the Star Wars construction sets and stuff like that. I have a few that are on my backlog to build, but I just don't build like creatively with them very often. So how about you, Julian? There he is.
I got this. And it's not all Bionicle, but that's where all my Bionicle goes.
And how did you get those through, like just kind of lots and gifts and stuff like that?
Most of them came from the Haley Hall.
Okay.
But by the way, if you want to know what that is, and then occasionally I got one. Is this Bionicle?
Yeah. So Bionicle, like the more broad term is construction.
Okay.
And construction is a Lego term. It's constructible action figures. So they have call it construct. So like the buildable Star Wars figures, the buildable Ben 10, the buildable Bionicle, the buildable Chima, those all fold into construction.
Okay.
You could, if you wanted to, also use the acronym CCBS, which is constructible creature, or it's BS is building system, creature and constructible building system, I think. But I think construction's a little easier to kind of remember. But that would fall into that category.
It stays there on the floor, doesn't get dealt with. It just is ignored.
It's just there.
I find something that's cool in there and pull it out like this.
Nice.
Silver.
Drill?
No, this is ice cream cone.
I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. For me personally, I don't know how anybody else works out of this. The first time I ever saw this element, it was in the ice cream truck from the movie.
So now that's what it will forever be.
That's what it'll be. It will not be the drill like it was in Power Miners.
Nice.
But I do know that it was the drill in Power Miners, because go to Brick Set, research your pieces, find out what colors they come in, find out what sets they come in. You'll be better suited for your hobby. Yes, for sure. I had a friend slowly getting back into Lego. They would be. I made them sort. I made them play with the. I didn't make them do anything. They sorted. They designed in digital design. They built. They looked at the parts that I had, and yeah, and if you have the ability to bring a new AFOL up
Into the fold?
into the fold, do it, but do it slowly and don't burn them out.
Yeah, don't overwhelm them.
That's it. Because he was literally getting frustrated because he's like, I can't make it work in the digital design. I'm like, because he also priced it out. He used the other one and Brick, was it Brick Link?
Studio, right on.
Yeah. He used it. He built something. He built a city. And then he priced it out and it was $26,000.
Nice. Go ahead and click buy on that.
Click. So, you know,
Those are the best.
Don't let the new AFOLs fall in a bad trap.
That's very good sound advice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That went from Bionicle. I'm sorry.
No problem. No problem.
Rick Smith has opinions too.
That's good. We want discussion. So the next question comes from Lego Time _KW. Do you know what KW stands for, Julian?
KW. No, I think it's their initials.
Okay. Yes. So Lego Time KW asks, what is my favorite MCU movie? MCU Marvel Cinematic Universe. So there's been a lot. I feel like most of them I've only watched once or twice.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think of what's that movie I've watched over and over again that I can't get enough of.
I know what mine is. Yep.
And I feel like I kind of hold them all into a really kind of good, nice spot. The two that are floating to my mind is Civil War, Captain America Civil War, and obviously the most recent Avengers Infinity War. I liked it quite a bit. But I would probably say if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with Civil War.
Okay.
So what about you?
Okay, so I'm glad you asked. Funny enough, I got early and kept watching. And okay, here's the deal. At the correctional place I was working, we had teachers and stuff that would teach the youth. On Friday, if the kids behaved, they got a movie. And she had a list of about 75 movies that she had on DVD that the kids would be able to watch. Without a doubt, the kids would always pick within reason. They would always pick. They most of the time pick this one. And I've been watching it. So, you know, you work every single Friday for 5-10 years.
Yes.
And you see that one once every 3 months. So you're watching this movie all the time. And
that could be a bad thing or a good thing.
And fortunately for me, it was a good thing because I really, really fell in love with the character. And in this one, more than anything else, the first one was like, oh, okay, this is cool. The second one was like, I dig this. The third one was like, you guys could have done better.
Okay.
Now, other people do not agree with me about this being the best one of this specific whatever. It's Iron Man 2. Exactly.
That's fine. That's fine.
Anybody but that one. No.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, I'm not looking for Kevin to accept. I don't care.
I don't want your approval.
I don't want your approval on this. This is my movie.
But that's like I put that one also with like what was it the second Thor movie too? I'm like, yeah, those happen.
The second Thor movie was garbage.
I love the offended. Like, how dare you?
Don't put those two together.
Yeah. Well, that's all good.
Also, Avengers 1.
Yeah. The first one, man. Nothing can like. Oh my goodness, that scene when they're finally all together in that circle, and the camera just pans around them, and they're all like loading up, like picking up the hammer, loading the gun, getting the shield out. Hulk is just screaming. Like it's just like goosebumps. That first scene.
Have arrived.
I'm like, oh my god. And you know what? I was saying to some friends and stuff that when I saw the Infinity War movie, I really liked it. I really, really liked it.
Yeah.
But I personally never felt like that moment from that first Avengers where I'm like, like mind blown. Like, and I feel like it's going to be in the next one. Like that moment Hopefully, I'm not wrong.
You're chasing a dragon, man. Just enjoy the movies for what they are.
Chase the dragon.
By the way, a special shout out to Black Panther. Heck of a movie.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie.
True, real fan over here, right? This guy right here. I do it for Wakanda most of the time. I'm just saying.
I also I feel like that moment didn't happen in the second Avengers either. Like the Age of like that one. I mean, they got close with the fight in the church.
Yeah.
Like I was like, man, just the slow. I was like, wow, this is pretty good. But just like that, yeah, there's that goosebumps with that first one that was just like, oh man. So
all right, Kevin, trick question.
Ready for the trick?
Trick question. What's your favorite Marvel movies Lego set? Trick question, Kevin.
There's only one right answer.
There's one right answer, Kevin.
It's Iron Man versus the Mandarin Ultimate Showdown.
No, Kevin. It's not. It's just the Rhino.
It's just the Rhino. Not even a set. Just
the Rhino.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come full circle. Full circle.
Circle of life.
Just the Rhino. I don't even own that Rhino. I should get that Rhino.
Dude, we bonded over this Rhino.
Do you think they would sell me just the Rhino?
I know they'd sell you just the Rhino.
That's so good. So good. I love it.
Right there.
There he is. Just the Rhino.
Was I building this and you came over, or did you?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
I walked. So I was like sitting by myself, over in my little island.
8 miles away from the YouTube.
I went where the guys told me to go set up. I went to the front desk.
Listen to the wrong guys.
Well, I don't understand. I figured there was some kind of thematic organization to the show.
Hashtag not Philly, baby.
And I said, because they asked, they go, what kind of builds do you have? I said, I have video game themed. They said, oh, well, we're going to put you next to the Batmobile. I said, okay. And so I realized that's like where nobody was. And so, but I was sitting there and I had gone to the Lego store and I had purchased the Jurassic, not the Jurassic World set, but the Jurassic Park set that had like Alan Grant in it and the Raptors.
Nice.
And I was sitting there by myself and I had the box and I'm like, I really don't want to sit here by myself and build this. So I just stood up, picked up the box and just started walking. I said, I bet you I could find somebody building something.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I found you, and I don't think it was just you. I think it was you, and I know Mary was there, and a couple other people were there.
He was sitting with us, maybe Kim.
Yeah, and I said, hey, look, Lego fans, they're building Lego sets. So I just literally sat down and go, I'm going to build this set with you. And I think you said, oh, I'm just building just the Rhino.
Yes.
Or something like that.
The Rhino.
I was like, okay. You're not going to build the rest of the set? You're like, nah, I don't want to build the rest of the set.
I didn't have the rest of the set. My friend D, Flipping Particles.
Yeah.
She's like, I brought you the Green Dragon and I brought you the Rhino. He said, I kept the rest of the stuff.
I need to get I don't know if I know the story the story on why Spirit became Flippin'. I don't think I understand, or I don't know that.
I'll give it to you in post show.
Very good.
It's nothing bad. I just there is personal business involved.
Sure.
Keep the post for you, and I'll tell you the whole story.
I mean, I know it changed one day, so I was like, okay, all right. Well,
I'm good with that. Hey, that's her deal. She's
cool.
About that life.
And so, okay, cool. So the next question we have is from Lord Azen.
Nice.
And what are your thoughts on the Bionicle Squid Launcher? Now,
Kevin, let me go first. Let me go first on this one.
You please.
Okay. I don't know what it is. Kevin told me about it once. I'm done.
I'm out.
Who's?
I don't know if I have any. I know I do have. So the Bionicle Squid Launcher is. Let me go back even more. The Bionicle products, every wave, there was like a function, a gimmick, something that you could do to shoot or project or something at the other guys. The good guys can fight the bad guys with this thing. Mm-hmm. So there was like the Kanoki disc launchers, which was like a frisbee, and they would shoot them out. And then there was the Zammer sphere launchers, which are like the orbs, like that, and they would shoot
orbs.
Yeah, and so one season, one wave, the Bionicle went underwater. so they became like water creatures. And they had squid launchers. So they had like these crossbow kind of things that would launch like a little squid, and they were terrible. So I know I have. I'm wondering if I could find one in this bin. So they're like rubbery, like not hard plastic, not ABS plastic. It's like
Abraham Lincoln's hat and beard from the CMF line.
Even squishier than that. Like it's like squishy.
Ew.
Like it's man, I know I have them somewhere. But so you have to like take the squid. This would be so much easier if I had one. Like you'd have the launcher thing, and you'd put like the head of the squid. It had like a little tail. You put like the head in it, and then you grab the tail, and you'd have to stretch it, like pull the tail, and like clip it into a thing. Wow. And when you wanted to launch it, you unclipped it, and that like friction and like it would pull it. It would snap forward because you've put this tension on the piece by stretching the tail out, and then you let go, and it launches it, and it doesn't work. It's awful. So like nobody can fire the thing because it's kind of like luck, because it's like it just kind of, and most of the time it just goes like onto the table. Like that's all it does. But the funny
thoughts. Do you like them?
Well, I think they're funny. I think as functionality goes, they're garbage. But I think it's a funny little piece because it has like a little like face kind of molded into the head.
Yeah.
And it brings back some memories. Nice. Because I remember when that product line launched, and I was working at the store in Colorado, we had to do an in-store demo on how to launch them. So like we set up a table and we had like target practice with like fancy marketing material that looked like targets. And we'd have to sit there with a squid launcher with lots of squids, and kids would come in and go, "Hey, would you like to learn how to launch a squid launcher?" And nobody could do it. The kid like just go all over the place. And I'm thinking the person who asked knows that because there's two crying, laughing faces after that question. So
nice.
But yeah, if you have one of those squid launchers, you need to tell us what you think of the squid launchers.
Put in the comments below, folks.
It's too good.
Do a video. I'm still waiting on video responses.
Yep. Oh yeah. What do we? Because we don't like to keep you guys around all day. What are we at for time right now? Do we have time for maybe one or two more questions?
Are you putting me on?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I showed it to you less than 3 minutes ago, Kev.
Okay. No, that's good. So I would say I see. Got it.
That's right. Yeah, I just revealed another secret. I had it up there. Total. Again, I started that late again, Kevin.
It's okay. It's all right. So I would say 2 more questions.
I think maybe 2, maybe 12, depending on how much.
Maybe we just 24 hours.
Let's do rapid fire.
we can.
No. Let's give.
You know what? Okay. So the next question I have is from Guillermo Liat. I think that's how you say that.
Hey, Guillermo.
This question is actually pretty easy. Are you manager of Lego Brazil? No. So that's
as well. No.
That's going to be a no. I'm not exactly sure where there's confusion from that. When I was in the community team at Lego, I was responsible for the fan community in Brazil.
Oh.
Maybe that's my name's gotten out there. Maybe there's confusion there. But...
Don't you like have a friend that is like the head of the South American lug or some craziness? That was not anywhere in Brazil, is it?
No, Chile.
Oh, shut up now. Huh?
Chile. Yeah, and that's our friend Christian who does our bricks. Mm-hmm. He is the ambassador of the Chile lug. But I do know lots of people from the Brazilian lug that I'm friends with online, stuff like that. But no, I'm not.
Do you have bazillions of Brazilian friends?
Guys, remember, you gotta love those. And can I assume, Julian, that you're not manager of Lego Brazil?
Not in my current state.
Okay, very good.
Ever.
Next question is from Tommy O.
Tommy
O asks, is your son an Eagle Scout or is he soon to be an Eagle Scout?
This is a direction directly to Kevin. I do have a son. He is nowhere near the age of the ability to be an Eagle Scout. So, Kevin, take it away.
Thank you. So yes, if you follow me online, you know that I do have 2 kids. I have 2 sons. One of them is 17, and he is currently a Boy Scout, and he is, I think, right about to start his Eagle project. Like, we are on the cusp of it happening. So, but he's not currently an Eagle, not yet. All right.
Kevin, no. Real quick, Kevin. Real quick.
Yes. Yep.
All right. First off, 2-parter question.
Okay.
First long-time listener, first-time caller.
Very good. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Eagle Scout, is that like getting your master's in college? Wait, there's more.
Okay, all right, yes.
And number 2, what happens after Eagle Scout?
So I will state for the record that I never went through Scouts myself.
Oh, I didn't figure you did. I mean, look at it.
I know, look at me. Come on, people.
Yeah, right.
But my son, at a very early age, at about 9, expressed interest in joining the Boy Scout. I think he had some recruiters come to the school. And he officially joined the troop in Manchester, Connecticut when he was 10. And he's been in it ever since. So he's 7 years in.
Nice.
And that is kind of like, if you follow like it down to the T, you know, they want kids to come into Boy Scouts at year 10. That's what they want. They want you to be 10 years old. And then you go all the way up until 18. And once you turn 18, you can no longer, you can't be a Boy Scout anymore. It's not a thing. You're not a boy.
Right. You are officially a man according to the Boy Scouts of America. Thank you very much.
You are.
Long and Frispire.
You are officially a man. So there's ranks. There's ranks within the Scout program, you know, like a Scout, a Tenderfoot, a Life Scout, a Star Scout. And I don't exactly, can't tell you off the top of my mind what they all are and how they go.
Did you say Tenderfoot?
Tenderfoot is one. It is one of them.
Did you say Tenderfoot?
I did. You like that one? That's a good one.
That was gonna stick.
That's a good one.
You ain't nothing but a dirty low down Tenderfoot.
Yeah, exactly. So if you have an interest, and if you have very supportive staff, you can elect to shoot for Eagle. You don't have to be an Eagle Scout.
Did you just say you could shoot an eagle?
No, you can shoot for Eagle.
Okay. Pull.
That's an American bald eagle. So it's not a requirement. You don't have to do it. Like, you can complete the Boy Scout program and turn 18 and get up to that last like rank before Eagle. Okay. And it's fine. You've completed the program. You're good. If you want to, because Eagle requires a lot more from you. But the thing is you have to do it before you turn 18 years old.
Wow. Okay.
You have a time limit. You have pressure. And of course, you've already had to have reached all the other levels. So you've already had to earn so many badges. You've already had to put in so many community service hours. You've already have to do all these other things. Mm-hmm. And so most Scouts, I think, kind of end up in that last year. And it's like, all right, here's the crunch time. If you want to be an Eagle, you need to do it now. So my son turns 18 next June. It's like, this is the end. Like, he's in that last, 10 months time frame, mm-hmm. Which is why he should be starting it now, of course, if he wants to. And the Scouts can elect if they want to push for it or not. They don't have to, be an Eagle Scout. But if you're an Eagle Scout, you're an Eagle Scout forever. That's the thing, is being an Eagle Scout is something that is put on resumes.
Really?
Yes, it is. And there is studies that have been shown that Eagle Scouts tend to make a little bit more money at jobs because they kind of bring that weight with them.
Okay.
I know for a fact that my old boss, Eric, if you remember from the old shows, his son was in Boy Scouts. And when we were interviewing, there was a guy that came in once and he put Eagle Scout on his application, and Eric hired him because of that. And that was the only reason he hired him. And he goes, "This guy's an Eagle Scout. I'm going to hire him. I don't even need to interview him." And I was like, not knowing anything about Boy Scouts, I was like, that seems like an unwise decision, Eric. And he goes, "Nope, I'm telling you, I'm in Scouts." And me going through this now as a Scout dad, I could totally see it too.
Okay.
Because you do have to put in an insane amount of time and hours outside of the existing program to hit that Eagle Scout award.
So what you're saying is it's a group that if you're a member of it, you know it,
Yeah,
like to be what it is or affiliated. But if you don't, then you don't know.
you just don't. You're out.
You're
You're out.
Five
Pretty
thousand.
much. Pretty much.
Okay.
It is also. I know from what I've heard from the troop leadership that in the military,
Mm-hmm.
if you're an Eagle Scout and you go into the military, I think there's something like you're automatically bumped in salary because
Wow.
since Boy Scouts is like a patriotic organization, it's an American organization, and so there was. He said that they had numerous because the troop is 100 years old. The troop that my son's a member of.
Okay.
It's been in existence for 100 years.
Nice.
And he said that they've had dozens and dozens of kids hit Eagle and then go to military, and they always earn more money than the kids that are not in Eagle.
Oh,
So yeah, so it's a thing. As I mentioned, not every kid goes for it, and that's fine. This troop that my son is a member of has a very high record of Eagle Scouts. I can't remember.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
just,
the thing that I find kind of mind-boggling about it is the Boy Scouts of America program
yeah.
has only been in the United States, I think, for like 103 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So like this troop started like, oh look, that's a new concept. Let's start. It was like that to me blows my mind
That's excellent.
that it's been around that long.
So apparently, ladies and gentlemen, Forever Sorting is a fan of the Boy Scouts.
The Boy Scouts of America.
Good job. We're very, very patriotic here today.
The one criticism I'll say is that as with any organization, there's a lot of fundraising, and there is no magical thing like the Girl Scout cookies. Like,
I know. My wife literally said we walked by some Boy Scouts at the opening of Walmart, not the opening, but the door.
Yeah.
Walmart, and my wife looks and she goes, "Why are they selling popcorn? Why do they have cookies?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yes, dear, I know. It's a shame."
So
I don't like to be harangued by people outside of doors for any reason whatsoever.
yeah.
She is like a moth to a flame to the little Girl Scouts.
And here's the thing. Here's my little soapbox moment.
Okay, please.
As a Scout dad who
Mm-hmm.
had a child who was required to fundraise,
Yes.
it is like, and as someone who's worked retail,
Yes.
I'm like, it's brutal, right?
Yeah.
Like you're out there and you're like, please, can we please interest you in some of this popcorn? Because that's what the Boy Scouts sell. They sell popcorn. And there's different flavors, and there's chocolate popcorn, and there's cheddar cheese popcorn, all that. But nobody wants it, right? Like nobody wants it.
What's the popcorn, bro?
You're more likely to just get a cash donation than you are to actually sell the popcorn. And it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of like sell, like, trying to, like, really I'd put a lot of effort into it. Whereas you're in a mall and I walk by and I see a Girl Scout table, and the parents are like on their phone, and they're like, over here, like looking off like this, and the girls are all just talking to each other, and people are just flocking to the girl. Like, I mean, it's just like.
And finally, the parent looks up, and you're like, "Oh, you do have Apple Pay."
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, I'm a little jelly. I'll be honest. Like,
I imagine
I have multiple. I mean, hey, I still buy a box too, but I'm sitting there going, I'm like, this is so unfair. Like, I am sitting there literally like old school door-to-door salesman, throwing my foot in the door, like trying to sell this popcorn.
Buy our popcorn, please.
And they do nothing, and people just flock. They just flock to the Girl Scouts. It's just insane.
It's a beautiful thing, and I'm very proud of those little gals for being able to hold a box of diabetes up and sell it.
But I wish there was like that magical thing that the Boy Scouts get. And we did a lot of stuff. Like, we would sell popcorn is like the mainstay. Like, that's what all the Boy Scouts do. But we also did like candy bars, chocolate bars.
Yeah.
A little bit better.
Yeah.
But not as good. We also did like fresh made Subway sandwiches. So like once a year, the troop would actually go in the area and say, order either a turkey, ham, or salami sandwich, and then that day, like a week later, the whole troop would come in at 5 a.m, because I did this, and we would make home like fresh. I mean, it was actually delicious. And then the kids would go that same day and hand deliver all these sandwiches to people.
Nice.
And I'm like, that's cool. But again, it's not pushing the needle anywhere.
I have a little bit of a fundraiser story that I'd like to add because I'm bragging.
Sure. Please.
I was a senior in high school, and we were going to Atlanta for a band trip where we would do the concert, and then I was part of the drum line, so we did that too. The trip, we had to come up, I think it was $300, and this is the fun part. We were selling 50-cent boxes of M&Ms.
50 cents.
50-cent boxes of M&Ms.
Okay.
As a senior and the level of my popularity, I sold those little those M&Ms. I sold, I want to say it was $150 worth in 4 or 5 days.
That's awesome.
And I had half my trip paid for, and I was like, you know what? I'm done selling. And there was kids in the band that were in 7th, and it was a 7th through 12th band group.
Yeah.
Going, and this kid's in 7th and 8th grade. I've been on this box for 3 weeks. How do you do? And I'm like, I know everyone, and even the teachers are buying from me.
You're sitting there and you're like trying to give advice. You could try selling it to, Mrs. Whatever. Oh, really? No, I just sold something to her right now.
Yeah. I sold her half a cake. Sorry, paid it for you. She's gonna give them around as awards later. You get to eat the stuff.
Do you want to sell it to me, and then I'll just sell it?
All right. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the episode where they're in the warehouse on Breaking Bad, where they're sitting on the pallet of money.
Yeah.
That is what was going through my mind as a 17-year-old senior selling these M&Ms.
That's that's like with Huel and the other guy, the redhead guy, and they're like, "Yo, I want to sit on that money." And it's just the best. That's the best.
That was great.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that's it, Kevin.
That's all. So thank you. That one was from Tommy O. And everybody, thanks again for your questions. If you have other questions, give them to us. We want to talk about them. We want to answer them.
Don't make Kevin go to Instagram to get questions.
Send them over, man. Send them over.
Send them.
So everybody, thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, this one was fun. I do like when I get to talk some.
It's all right. we let him talk every now and then.
Yeah, let the beast out of the cage.
Exactly. Maybe next time we'll get back to the main story. Maybe not.
Maybe not. We're in Arizona. Things are terrible.
They are pretty bad. They're pretty rough right now.
You guys have to wait.
But hey, thanks again.
Yeah. I'm Brick Smith.
I'm Kevin Hinkle.
That's Kevin A. Hinkle. And remember,
you gotta love those bricks.
I love those bricks. Bye, Kevin. Bye everybody.